It's the Kyle Hyman Show on Redeemer Radio.
This is Kyle Hyman, and joining us are several of the men from the Praying with Father Solanus Casey group. Thank you for being here, gentlemen. Could you maybe go around and introduce yourselves?
Okay, my name is Greg Diss. I'm president of Praying with Father Solanus. We organized this about 3 years ago.
I'm Norm Stoffel. I'm the vice president of the group.
And my name is Jim Batone, and I'm the secretary for the group.
I'm Mike Wedler. I am the co-treasurer of the group.
All right. So how did all of this get started?
Well, about 3 years ago, I was walking around the gardens at St. Felix, and I was thinking, we've known so many people that have been prayed for and have received Father Solanus's favors. And we thought, well, we need a place here to start having a mass for them, a mass for the sick. So I got together this group, and we started working with everybody so that we could have a mass on the third Saturday of every month so that we could start praying for all of those that are sick and in trouble.
Okay. Maybe we should back up here a second for those not familiar with Father Solanus. Can you share a little bit about who he was and why you're so excited about him?
Okay, Father Solanus lived in Huntington the last 10 years of his life. Before that, he lived in New York City. He lived in Detroit. And a lot of the times he would go out and he would help all the people that were sick or just people that were in financial needs, and he would pray with them. And it got to the point where a lot of the people were receiving his favors. Now, we're not allowed to say miracles anymore, but they're his favors. And so that's how it got started around. So when he lived in Detroit, there were so many people that would stop to see him and to pray with him every day that when they would open up the doors, there's people all the way around the block waiting to see him. Finally, they said, there's too much going on here. We got to get rid of him. What can we do? And they said, there's this little place down in Huntington. Nobody knows about it. It's called St. Felix. So they went and said, you're retired. We're going to put you down in St. Felix. So he was there for a little while, and all of a sudden people found out where he was at, and bus trips and other people started coming to see him. Now, what is exciting about it, too, is I know 3 people who actually received his miracles. And that is how we got this all started, thinking of them as people that would still be able to get his healing.
Yeah. So what are the goals of the group?
The main thing is we started out, we have a mass for the sick. We had to go through a little bit to get to the point where we could do this. We do it every third Saturday of the month at 1 o'clock at St. Felix Catholic Center in Huntington. It's located at 1280 Hitsfield Street.
Okay.
So if you're coming to Huntington, you can just take 24 out of Fort Wayne, or you can take 24 from Wabash, or wherever you want to come from. Everybody's welcome. We are handicap accessible. The main reason that we have the masses, it's called Mass for the Sick, is because we can't have a healing mass. The bishop has okayed us to have the masses, but at the same time, he will not let us have a healing mass, even though he's called it that when he was there. So Bishop will be in Huntington. So far, he's been there 2 times in August, and he will be there this August on the 17th. And every time he comes, we have a lot of people show up. So plan on being there early if you're coming, and please do come.
And if people haven't been there, it really is a neat place, a very prayerful place, a lot to see and do there as well. And retreats are held there, and really neat.
Right.
Also, I understand you're doing a Rosary walk there. So how did the idea for the Rosary walk get started?
Well, Greg himself actually was walking around the grounds and came up with the idea that, they needed to do something. Father Solanus had always said, pray the Rosary and read the Bible. So he's out there and he's thinking about it, and he's talking to me, and he says, well, we ought to do a Rosary garden back here. And I said, no. we're going over there. There's a wooded area down there, and we decided we're going to clean that up. We're going to make the Rosary Garden out there. We're going to have a pavilion with restrooms, handicap restrooms. There's going to be asphalt clear through, and people who are handicapped can come and join us. It's going to be accessible to you. There's going to be a large parking lot put in. We're going to, when you do come, the decades will be separated. All 5 of them will be in. You'll still be able to get to all of them, but everybody can come. You can have 30, 40 people praying the rosary together the way this is going to be set up. So bring your priest along, and he can lead you, or whomever, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the future. It's not done yet, so don't.
Have you started?
We're just getting to the point where we're doing the fundraising. We've got a couple little things we've got to do before we can actually do it, but we're looking forward to doing it really, really soon. So, and we will come back on. Kyle will invite us, and we'll let you know about it.
All right. And how big are we talking here?
The actual Rosary Garden will be about a quarter of a mile long.
Wow.
So it's going to be, you plan on being there for a while. If you got a wheelchair, you can go real fast if you try to. But it's quarter of a mile, and it's going to be very pretty. We're going to have flowers, and we will have seating out there for people walking. So if you want to take a break, you can do that too. There will be, like I said, the pavilion will be there. It's going to be big enough where a small group can actually have a mass under roof. You can, we've thought this out fairly well, and we're praying that it goes over very, very well too.
Yeah. We're talking with the Praying with Father Solanus group, and talking a little bit about their Rosary Garden that they're building. Is there a timeline for this?
Not really. We would like to get it going next year for sure. We may, depending on how the fundraising goes, we may get it started this fall yet. We're not positive.
You get started on the construction, not that it would be open.
Right. It won't be open until next year regardless. So, the area for the Rosary Garden, there's including the parking lot's probably about 5 acres.
Okay.
But the actual Rosary Garden, the trip around will be about a quarter of a mile.
And I understand you also have big plans for a crucifix for it?
Yes. We're going to have a papal cross. It will be bronze, and it'll stand about 30 foot tall. And you'll see it as you begin the rosary.
So that's got to be one of the biggest crucifixes around, not to mention the biggest Rosary Garden around.
It will be the largest Rosary Garden in the world, according to everything that I've checked out on the internet. Yes.
All right. Well, it'll be a great pilgrimage site for many, I'm sure. Maybe an annual trip to go to Huntington and check it out. So what else is if people want to get involved with either the Rosary Garden and help out with that, or just want to be a part of the group, what is available for participation?
Well, you can do the retreats down there, and to get a hold of somebody there or us, you can go to my phone number, 260-224-3393, or you can call Greg at 260-432-2465. If you'd like to mail in a donation, you can send that to P.O Box 15340. Make that out to Praying with Father Solanus, and it's Fort Wayne, Indiana, 46845.
Okay. And as far as being a member, what does that entail? Is there certain obligations for that?
It's really pretty easy. We have a form you fill out. It doesn't cost a thing. And what it affords you is the ability to get our emails that Greg sends out, let you know of our activities. And the other thing, too, is that once you become a member, you can attend our meetings. We meet the first Wednesday of every month down at St. Felix, and open to all members. We like to see a larger contingent show up for our meetings, but we're happy where we are right now, but we're still looking for new members.
All right. And other than monetary needs for the Rosary Garden, are there other skills that people wanted to come and volunteer or help out, or they've got some big heavy equipment that they can help clear your path or something like that? Do you have any needs like that?
Well, let's just hope they know how to run heavy equipment first. Basically, what we need are people to pray.
Okay.
We have cards that we fill out prior to the Mass, and those cards are petitions that we not only pray for at the Mass. We don't actually open them up, but we do send those to Detroit, and those are placed on the crypt of Father Solanus, now Blessed Solanus, obviously. And every Wednesday or Thursday, the brothers and the priests take those, open them up, and read them aloud. So they're praying to God and asking for these favors to be done. And, of course, right now, Father Solanus became blessed because of one miracle. To become a saint, he needs another miracle, and that has to be verified by the church.
Sure.
Right now, there are 3 in Rome that are being checked out.
Okay.
That's all I know about them at this point. Fortunately, we do have 3. And I know there's more, but people aren't telling us.
Sure.
And the reason he isn't a saint to start with is because a lot of the things that happened prior to his death were never reported. I know of one local one where the individual was cured, and he came in and he told us the only reason it didn't happen and get sent to Rome is because his mother threw the x-rays away. And what a shame, because guess where he'd be now? We'd be talking about a saint right now. So,
well, I'm sure it's on its way as well, as soon as the church is able to investigate all that.
Kyle, one thing I wanted to point out at our masses, at the end of the masses, we do have a first-class relic of Father Solanus.
Oh, okay.
And so when you attend our masses, you have the opportunity. We just file up to be blessed with a first-class relic, similar to just going to communion. But the celebrant blesses each and every one as they're coming up to the altar. So that is certainly a factor that we certainly want to let people be aware of. It's something that waited a long time for, and to get the first class relic down there.
And all of these masses are considered masses for the sick?
Yes.
There's special prayers and offerings for that?
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
great.
Yeah, and I'm not sure where we are on time, but the other thing I wanted to point out too was that we do have some exposure on Facebook. Okay. So if anybody wanted to go and get some more information on our group, it's available on Facebook.
You just go to Praying with Father Solanus, and it comes up, and you can actually put petitions in there, and we do answer those, and we take those, and those are also sent to God in a special way. So.
All right.
I just wanted to remind everybody about what Norm said about the bishop coming in August. And he says the Mass for the sick down there. Also, I want to correct myself. I corrected Norm on the zip code, and it's 46885.
Okay.
All right, you really got me screwed up.
All right, well, thank you guys so much. This has been great, and I'm excited about this Rosary Garden. It sounds just huge, and I can't wait to see it, and encourage people to check out those masses and Facebook page and to pray along with Father Solanus Casey. So thanks for sharing with us.
Thank you, Kyle. And
thank you very much.
Remember, you're welcome to come also. All right. All right.